Hey guys, welcome back to another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So let's get into it.
Welcome back, KOED family. Welcome back to another video. I should put a volume warning right there because that was pretty loud.
Yeah.
Anywho, welcome back to another video of Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife,
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
And this is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships and I'm gonna keep saying video, relationships and reviews. And tonight we're gonna be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville and Mel and Martell.
So, please, I hope I don't have to sneeze, but I feel a sneeze coming up.
Sneeze?
Yeah, you know, it's fall, so kind of aggravates allergies. Yeah.
Oh.
So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're brand new and you're watching us from Facebook, then make sure you hit like and follow us and comment on all our social media sites. You got Kourtney and Eddie. All right, so.
Excuse me, y'all. That steak got to me. All that flavor.
You so nasty. You want me to keep that in there?
Yes, we're keeping it raw. Just like my steak was raw.
It was medium well. He nasty, y'all. Please forgive him for his non-manners. Okay, so it's called I Now Pronounce You Depressed. That's what they said.
Who thought of that title, man?
And they didn't even talk about that until the end.
Hey, even when they talked about it, it seemed like it was crammed in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They didn't even lead up to it. Like came out the blue, but anywho.
So it starts out with Kim and Maurice, and they're talking about the
wild night they had,
and then also talking about the conversation where
Tiffany
kind of put Tisha
on the spot.
Yeah, and so Maurice was looking like really like that. Actually, like the conversation, you know, happened, like calling her Marceau calling her
weak.
Excuse you. Oh gosh, you should have got on camera. You got all that indigestion.
Oh man, never mind.
Anyway, so yeah, calling her like not really weak. What's the word I'm looking for?
Insecure.
Yeah. And so anyway, Mel and Destiny are Louis and Tiffany talking about the same thing or whatever. But anyway, Mel and Destiny are having a sit down conversation and
no. Let's go back. Tiffany was telling Louis, Destiny was talking about dragging me through 3 states. And Louis said, it got that heated? She said, yeah, I ain't do nothing. She just wanted to drag me. Tiffany, quit it. You know you provoked all that. You provoked it at Destiny. You provoked her to go there. And I don't know what shade she was trying to throw at Justin by bringing up Detroit, but come on, you know you was doing.
I don't know if she called her ghetto or something.
That's
like
what
that.
I think she was trying to get at. Yeah. But
then too, so Mel thought the same thing, so she decided to have a sit down conversation with the girl Destiny, and basically, saying that it really wasn't your place. It was unwarranted. She wasn't talking to you, but you kept mentioning facial expressions. She said, what facial? Of course, Shada Production showed her. She was like, well, I can't help it, and stuff. She said, I just really and truly just
don't like the girl.
Basically. And then basically going back how she was with me. And Mel, she's very vocal. Mel was like, and high five you two, girl. You know how you was when you first came on. And true, we did not like Destiny. Granted, we did. She got that same smoke that Tiffany got, but I think Tiffany is a lot more extra than she is. And they even show how Destiny and Kimmy, in the beginning, she was coming for Kimmy, and it really wasn't warranted. So they seemed to, Mel was basically trying to prove a point, I guess, to Destiny, saying that, yeah, you kind of be extra with your stuff. You kind of hold it for a minute.
I just think Destiny is trying to find any excuse to go off on Tiffany. That's what I think it is. She wants an excuse to go off on Tiffany.
Since Tiffany put her on blast.
Right. Ever since that happened at the Taco Tuesday, at the birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since at the birthday party, Destiny she is craving for an excuse. Just snap on Destiny.
Right.
I'm on Tiffany. And so that's why I see what she do.
And then when they had that conversation with Lewis and Tiffany, he was
at the end.
Well, they were flopping back and forth, but he made a comment. He was like, well, maybe she's just jealous. He didn't use the word jealous, but maybe she just kind of see,
she's in her feelings about our marriage. Okay, well, maybe. No. No, that's not the case.
Yeah, because there's other marriages there too. What makes y'all so perfect? Like, y'all.
I like Lewis, but he was kind of reaching.
Well, he all he doing is trying to help his wife. Like,
yeah, he's trying to have her back. I get it, but still, that was a reach.
So anyway, let's move on to where Marceau and Tisha are having a conversation, and she brings up the fact too that, oh Lord, I wish this needs to come on up. So she brings up the fact of what Lewis told Tiffany, and Tiffany told her about him saying that she is insecure. And Marceau, anyway. So Marceau said that, we did talk about the surprise therapy though. And she talked about, the rumors, and it makes her feel insecure about the stuff that's been going around. She didn't say it, but the stuff that's been going around about him cheating and having, of course, Martia brought up that 20 women thing, but the fact too that it's been rumored, especially on the blogs, that, he got another child and he been cheating and stuff. You want to talk about that?
You talking about the scene or the rumors? Which one?
Just that scene.
He was talking to her about that's right. He was laying on the bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Marceau. I try to like Marceau, but this episode really showed me who he really is. You know what I'm saying? He's arrogant. He does talk down to Tisha, yeah, and he don't just talk down to her. I think he talks down to everybody that's in his circle. You know what I'm saying? He makes comments about the other guys that's been divorced and remarried. Like he said, like he was telling Letitia, if somebody's not doing as well as me, why should I listen to him? But to me, you're gonna have somebody might not be on your level might not be your level of success, but they might give you a nugget or two that you can take and learn from. And you just can't discount that because they're not on your level of success. What if they were on your level of success and had to take a couple steps back because something happened and try to give you that same advice or give you advice so you won't make the same mistake they made to get themselves in that predicament.
Exactly.
So so just don't. He has this mindset that nobody can tell him anything. The only person to tell him something, somebody's way successful than he is.
I don't know who that would be. Maybe Barack Obama, but
I don't think it's probably won't be him.
So he does. And I was telling Eddie, I said that I feel like he talked down to Tisha, and I think sometimes she get caught up in his words, and she sometimes just can't think for herself, or she take what he say as as the truth, and she just really truly just don't think, okay, no, my thoughts is my thoughts. I know what I feel. I don't use all that extra wording with me. I feel what I feel.
And he used these so-called complicated phrases against Letitia to confuse her, in my opinion. The stuff he says sometimes he having me scratching my head like, what did he just say? Because he was saying, would you take financial advice from someone, from anyone? And he was telling her, like, them friends and people that saying all that stuff, would you take financial advice from them? Would you take business advice from them? Then why are you taking that? It's because sometimes people can actually see what's going on. Sometimes people see on the outside what's going on the inside, which you may not be able to see. So all she's saying is, hey, I'm just trying to figure out, is this stuff out here true? People saying you cheating or blah, 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 blah. So, and he was like, why would you take advice from it? It's not really taking advice from it. It's like they probably can see some stuff that's going on that maybe she can't see. And sometimes, like you said, when you in the stuff, you're not going to be able to see it as clearly than somebody that's outside. And that, I think, was giving her the insecurity because what she's hearing, the noise outside, you know, is my husband cheating? Does he have a side baby? Is it in the truth about the 20 women? Right. So when you keep hearing this stuff, yeah, you know, it's not just from one person. You hear from this person, that person, even from your own family, you know? So yeah, that will give you a good pause to start thinking about, you know, your situation with your man or your woman. Yeah.
So, and so he asked the question, like, what can I do? Like, I guess, like, what can I do to make it better? Because it seemed like they was having a conversation. She starts to cry and say, you know, like, spend more time with us as a family. You know, I taking the kids on vacation. It's just us, but you're not there. So you're not spending time with your family. That's what I want.
Well, Marceau is too busy chasing that dollar for the generational wealth, which I understand that. Trust me, you do want to have that generational wealth. I get it, but you got to find a balance. I have known guys lose families because they're chasing that money, and I'm talking they come back home, the whole family is gone, the wife and the kids, cause you know you gotta spend time with your family, you know. So you got to find that balance, man. You know, take a week off work, man. You know. I understand, you know, you want to just, you know, you got a goal you're trying to reach, but you can't overlook and step on people in pursuit of that goal. Right. Especially your own wife and kids, you know what I'm saying?
And sometimes, you know, you're not doing what really and truly matters because you can be here today and gone tomorrow.
You can't take that money with you, I'm telling you.
And then, too, another thing that's you so busy building generational wealth. You know, sometimes them children take that money and they miss over, honey. All your hard work and labor, honey.
But here's the thing. How you going to build generational wealth when the kids you're trying to build that for, the mom take them and leave?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
then they tired.
Yeah, they tired. You not being there in the house. So, you know what? Bunk it. I'm going to take the kids and leave, and you get a divorce. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So how can you leave it then, you know?
Because you can be a single parent and married.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Anyway, so yeah, she said that she wants to do some fun in Vegas. So she was like, hey, we're in Vegas. Want to have a good time, you know. I don't know. She said that she kind of hinted around about renewing their vows and stuff. And he was like, not a good idea. I'd rather do it in private, just me and you, instead of around people that's been married about 3 times.
See, that's the shade I'm talking about. You know, it's the arrogancies. Yeah, that's the word, arrogancy.
The arrogancy.
That's a word, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And they goes, no, it ain't no word. Well, it's a word now. It's a word made and coined in Alabama. Okay. but yeah, that's what I'm talking about with Marceau. Cause these guys have been through divorce on their second marriage. They are no less than you.
I know that.
You know, we're not gonna do it in front of them because they have. I understand. What he was trying to get at was we don't want to rub in their face that we still married. They're going through their second or third marriage, or they've been divorced. So we don't want to rub our marriage in their face.
He said, "Be humble with."
Yeah, be humble with. No, man, no. That ain't been, you doing it because you think you're better than these other guys that's around you that been married the second time. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. And two, like I've said it before, quantity does not equal quality. So sometimes people get it in their head, married people that's been married for a long time. I used to be one. I don't think I really talk down to people, but you know, you use that staple of we've been married 20 years, 15 years, 30 years, whatever, and you think you know it all. You think that no. Because if you did, then your wife wouldn't be up here crying, telling some y'all need to spend time together. So there are some issues. She wouldn't be doing a surprise therapy if there were not issues. So that does not mean anything. So don't think that you can't take advice for somebody that may be married. They may be on their second marriage. Just because they've been married a year and a half doesn't mean that they don't have good advice to give you. Maybe in their first marriage they learned a whole lot and they decided getting in their second marriage, hey, we messed up. We know some,
you know. Try to tell you so you won't make the same mistakes I made.
And we've learned from it. So yeah, don't ever think you're too old to take advice from anybody. Right. Anybody. Right. That's how you stay humble. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can't look at somebody saying, and I get. Do you know you can take advice from somebody that's homeless? No. Why? Because sometimes them people have been in corporate America and they've been out there, and then they can speak some knowledge and some wisdom into you.
It's some guys out there that's so-called down and out on the street, homeless, they can give you some knowledge. They will give you a nugget. And, you're going to say, well, how they can give me a nugget? They in the position they in now. Maybe they give you that nugget because they don't want you to go through the same thing that he went through to get into that position.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back to the marriage. I thought, you taught me this. I always thought the old saying at work, happy wife, happy life. Now you said, no, that's not right. Which you're right. Happy spouse, happy house.
Right.
And we got to learn that. You got both parties have to make each other happy. You know what I'm saying? It can't be just one-sided. And to me, it seemed like Marceau is content. He's content. Is Letitia, she's not the happy one. She's crying. She's trying to surprise counseling. She wants to renew her vow for confirmation, in my opinion. So she's not the happy one right now.
Yep. So Tisha goes and talks to Tiffany and Lewis, and she just, first Tiffany wanted to say, hey, are we good about last night? Are you okay with it? What happened and stuff. So she was like, yeah, we good. You good. She said, but the only thing that your timing was off, just to bring that up.
Tiffany got her timing sucks.
So in her confession, she was like, yeah, my timing may be off, but people keep talking about me, but they got stuff they need to work on themselves. Girl, you knew. Stay in your place. You knew, honey.
Yeah,
your timing off. Yeah, you just don't know how to put it in there. And to me, you don't put it in there with a soft tone. Right. It's more of a sarcastic, kind of nasty tone. But anyway.
I used to call it back in the day, nice nasty. Yeah.
So she told them that the vow renewal has been canceled because he decided not to do it. And she not trying to change, her husband. If he don't want to do it, he don't want to do it. Them trying to change her mind. No, girl, still have it. No, girl, no. We gonna be ready for the vow renewal. We gonna do it. If the girl said the man don't want it, why y'all pressing her to do it? I do understand, but y'all knew. So y'all don't probably know Marceau like that. He's stubborn. He not going to change his mind. So don't press this girl to do something and get embarrassed.
Marceau is still stuck in the 1950s when it comes to marriage. He's the head of the house. He has the final say. And that's it.
Yep.
All the Tisha is there to raise the kids and be a helpmate. But other than that, that's it.
It seemed like it. So they getting ready to get on the bus, go to the wedding chapel. I don't think they know where they going. But anyway, in the little confessional, Tisha was saying that we surprising. I was trying to surprise him. He said, "You can surprise me with a threesome." Talk about timing. I would have been snapped on him right then on there. I'm sorry.
Let me get this right. Your wife wants to renew her vows, okay, in front of your friends, and you said, "Nah, you don't want to do that." But hey, a threesome? Oh, let's do it. That's backwards to me, man.
And let me throw this in here.
He could be just joking. He could be only just giving the benefit of the doubt. He could have been joking.
But let's throw this in here too, because I don't want to see like one-sided. Marceau has to be careful too because his kids are grown. I mean, not grown. His kids are older, and so his teenage son, his daughters and stuff like that could be watching that. And you saying that with their mama? Yeah. Really? On national TV? Come on, dude.
Yeah, you got to be kind of mindful of what you say. You're right. That's an excellent point because their kids are getting older now. They can watch TV and and it's gonna be kind of not just their kids. Their kids' friends could be watching that.
Heck yeah.
Ooh, I heard your mama and your daddy want to get a threesome.
They freaks.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's just disrespectful too. Yeah. It's disrespectful for. So you don't want to renew the vows, but you want to. That's disrespectful, dude. And you wonder why the rumors are soaring. Okay.
Yeah, he feeds into the rumors.
Yeah, he do. So they are on the party bus and they're talking about last night and they talking about popping booze, popping out and all that stuff or whatever.
I thought you were about to say popping bottles.
And Destiny, they was talking about Destiny. I guess whatever she had on, I guess, they didn't show all that.
She always wears something flimsy anyway.
And she was saying, Kim was like, yeah, Destiny, and then Maurice was up there smiling or whatever. But she was like, okay, Maurice, you up there smiling. I don't know why Kim and Maurice were girl.
Destiny thinks everybody wants. Matter of fact, I think Destiny think the whole Scott family wants her.
Probably.
Kenny, Maurice, what's Kim's song name?
Oh yeah, Jalen.
Jalen. I'm like, good gracious, Destiny. I don't know what's going on there in Huntsville.
Well, you better watch Marceau because he might be trying to include you in the threesome. So anyway, so Mel and Martell, Mel told Martell, you know, you look nice. He said, you do too.
Ooh. I know them keyboard went to clacking. And she don't want him. She don't know how y'all melodies get. She don't him. She just try to be nice. And I know them keyboards clacking, clickety clack, clack, click, clack.
And then she told Destiny, see, I can be nice. She said, mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the point is, she didn't have to say that at all,
No,
man.
she didn't.
You know, Martell didn't say anything to her. Who initiated it? She did. Okay, then.
So then they proceed to go on Martell's suit, you know, the pink suit and all that stuff or whatever. You know, they laughing at him.
He do dress loud, man. He dress loud.
So they arrive at the wedding chapel. So they like, well, who finna get married? And they wondering like who finna get married or renew their vows and stuff. So Kevin said, well, the hosts, they can renew their vows. Destin said, too soon. Too soon. So what you had said? What if they was?
Man, if I know, what else? If Carlos King wants some ratings, what should have happened was I walk into the wedding chapel, right? The whole crew. Then you think it's gonna be Marceau and Tisha going up there to get them files renewed. They walk up there first and say, psych. Then Martell and Mel walk up there and renew their vow. Man.
Or get married.
Ooh, boy, it'll be some mad people in the comments. Y'all be burning y'all laptops.
Yes. So Tisha said, well, you know, they get in, they walk in and stuff like that. Tisha was like, because she already know Marceau ain't here for it. No. So she was like, well, and she paid for that. You know,
and she
like,
paid for everything.
Yeah, everything was already paid for. So Tisha was like, well, you know, anybody can renew their vows. Anybody?
I don't like Destiny.
Awkward.
It was very awkward, man, because nobody stepped up, and then Lewis and Tiffany decided to renew their vows. Okay.
Yeah, but Maurice was like, you know what? I blame T for this because she already know Marceau don't like surprises.
I disagree with Maurice because this is your wife, man. You don't leave your wife out there to dry, hang out to dry like that. Even though he didn't want to do it, sometimes you got to do things for your wife, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sacrifices, compromising. And Marceau do not like to compromise, not at all.
With nothing, nobody.
Yeah, so
Destiny said that it's more of a controlling thing.
Yeah, because golly, man, you gonna leave your wife out there like that?
He said, "Listen, we decided we're gonna do it in 25 years. We're gonna do it in 25 years.
I get that. But I agree with Mel. Get up there and say something nice about your wife.
Yeah.
You know, get up there and say, I love you, I appreciate you. You don't have to you didn't have to renew your vow. You say something nice about your wife.
So, Tiffany and Lewis get up there and they do theirs and
hold on. You, Tiffany, do you take Lewis to be your husband?
I absolutely do.
She said she is so extra. She gets on my dang on.
Why couldn't she just say yes?
Oh, that's crazy.
She said, why couldn't she just say yes? So Martell said, well, some people ain't even made it to 11 months. They may be 11 months, but some people ain't made it to 11.
It took me a while to catch on to that.
Destin said, I know you did. And he's like, oh, not you. So she was thinking he was talking about her, which he probably was.
You know, I don't want to say this about Destiny. Like I said, the first season when she came on, I couldn't stand her. But now, I actually think she's the glue that holds the show together somewhat. You know, she's funny, she speaks her mind, and she's just comical to me, man.
Yep. Marceau said, so I want somebody that's been married 15 minutes versus somebody been 15 years to tell me about something.
Which I disagree with. Again. You know,
go back to what I said before.
Yeah.
Like, dude, come on now.
Somebody that's been married for like less than a year might know some things because it's their second marriage, and they can kind of tell you some things about your marriage since you've been married 15 years. So they might see something in your marriage that you lacking that you don't see. You know why? Because they've been through that, and this is their second rodeo.
Yeah, exactly. So Marceau, so they trying to convince Marceau to go up there. He was like, no. So Mel was like, look at your white face and stuff like that. She said, well, you know, I'm fine. I can speak for myself. If my husband don't want to do it,
you can see it all in her face.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it all in her face.
Because she was saying, okay, you don't want to go in depth, because he wanted to say, let it be more meaningful and all that. She said, it's Vegas. Let's just have a good time. It's fun. Let's just go up there and do it. So she was like party pooper. And so anyway, I think that she should have more of a voice to tell dude what she feel. You know what I'm saying? It's like she just take whatever he's saying. She don't say much.
And me personally, I don't like divorce. But the rate Marceau is going with Tisha, I can see it happening. If things don't turn around real soon, because Tisha, she don't have a voice in that marriage.
She don't.
I don't care what Marceau says.
If she got one, he don't listen to it.
Yeah, and there's no compromise there. You know, whatever he says goes, and that's not the way to have a marriage. And here you go, you're not present. You're not present in your kids' life when you go out there. And when they go to trips and hang out and spend quality time with the family, he's not present. So he's too busy doing his business, and sometimes you gotta, like I said, once again, find a balance, man. Find a balance before your family falls apart.
Mel decided to talk to Tisha, pull her to the side, and say, "Listen, you know, I'm sorry, you know, and stuff like that." And I think doing that made it worse. You know, look, he decided not to let everybody just get on the bus like it ain't never happened. You know what I'm saying? I think pulling her to the side, she said, I'm sorry. So she said, well, no, she said, but, you know, he didn't want to do it. You know, I was thinking it was light and fun and fluffy, but he didn't want to do it. So,
why do you think pulling her to the side made it worse?
Because you know how somebody, if you already embarrassed and you already, well, you know what I'm saying?
Don't put the knife in the turn.
Add more salt to the wound. Like, okay, y'all, he didn't want to do it. They did it. Let's rock with it. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? So but, you know, I guess maybe they're part of production. But I seen, too, that Destiny and Tiffany seemed like they was walking together like they was going to have a conversation.
That's what I thought the scene was going to be about with Destiny and Tiffany, because they walked away like you said. But actually, it was the other two.
But I wondered, did they have a conversation? We just didn't see it.
Yeah, off camera.
Yep. So, they didn't show us. So they are eating at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. Yeah. And so they're sitting down. They got their tape already set and everything. So.
And Marceau sitting at the head of the table like he the Godfather. Who are you gonna put hit out on?
Tisha said, yeah, it's nice Marceau is paying for this. He's saying he don't mind paying for something that he wants to do.
And I have an issue with that, because what if your wife want to do something? You're not gonna pay for that because you don't want to do it. It's all about compromise, man. You and your wife supposed to be a team. And y'all gotta act like a team. It can't be just your way. And I know Marceau, he likes to joke a lot, and I'm just gonna chalk it up as him choking, you know. Joking, you know. Joking. Yeah.
So they talked about celebrating each other's anniversary, because I think they said they was there for their anniversary, and Kimmy said, yeah, y'all was here for my wedding, and then they went on to the host and said, yeah, we was here, I remember celebrating 10 years and stuff. And Mel said, well, unfortunately, we won't be able to do that anymore as far as them celebrating.
Oh, why she say that though?
What you mean?
You know, like Martell said, you know, even though they're not together, they're gonna still celebrate their friends, you know.
Oh, I think she was saying celebrate theirs.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't have one no more. So anyway, Martell was like, well, our DVR did some little skippish stuff or whatever, but from what we gathered, he was just like, you know, well, he liked being married. Yeah, he messed up all that stuff, but and some men love being married. They really do. Yeah. They may go out there and cheat, but they like being married, and they won't have all these women. I
don't think that when they out there cheating, they like being married. They just like having somebody back at the house they can fall it back on. Because if you like being married, you won't be out there cheating. That's just my theory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So he said, Martell said that, you know, y'all be celebrating with him, you know, one day. So he said, even if it's with Mel, let's get back together. And Mel was like,
Mel, no, she ate it up. You can see her blushing through all that foundation. Come on. Yeah, she eat that up.
Mel said that, you know, and I'm saying, I think Mel just be wanting to have a conversation about her and Martell because it don't be warranted. Like,
why
you
do
know,
think that?
Because she have to make it, I guess, about her, add her into it somewhere. Y'all ain't finna just have all these conversations and she can't get in it. So yeah, they was talking about that, and then she said, well, he was talking about that if I find somebody, he hopes somebody break my heart and stuff. You don't say stuff like that. And he's sitting up there drinking or eating or doing something.
And like, now this is one thing I agree with Marceau on. He said that because Martell feel like he's the best thing for Mel, and she can't do no better than Martell. Okay, and like once again, like Marceau said, most men think they are the best thing that happened to their wives, and their wives can't do any better. Okay, I feel the same way. And you know, and deep down inside, yeah, she might go out there and find somebody better, but I'm not gonna sell myself short, because I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm the best thing to my wife and for my wife. And hopefully she feels the same way about me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but you know, Mel and Martell, they're gonna do what they do. It's still a lot of love left there, and
me personally,
there's a lot of flirting going on there.
It's a lot of flirting, and me personally think it's cute
to a certain extent.
Yeah. Now when it get toxic,
Yeah.
no. I think it's cute as long as they can be in the same environment and just, you know, have a little light shade or whatever. I think that's cute. I don't like when it gets toxic. I don't like when they, you know, press each other's buttons and pushes the buttons, because it happens on both sides. And not just one, it happens on both sides. They both can trigger each other to do something and then they pop off. What you finna say?
And like they were sitting in the little chapel there when they were doing it. You notice that Martell was sitting behind Mel. Why he didn't sit on the other side of the church? Or when Mel said he looks nice, she didn't have to say that. If you hated somebody so much and you couldn't stand somebody, you want to tell that person they look nice. I don't care how nice you try to prove yourself to be.
Right.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff still there with them.
And but that's okay. It's okay because they still newly divorced. Right. But doesn't mean that they're supposed to be together. They're too toxic when they are. They have too much baggage, too much issues and stuff like that. So Marceau said that he finna confront Lewis about this conversation that you done went back and told my wife about. That your wife done told my wife.
What?
So he was
why
like,
do you call it pillow talk though?
Why do they call it?
Yeah.
Because you know when you lay down with your spouse or whatever.
Yeah, why he saying these two guys? These are guys talking. You don't say pillow talk when you got a group of guys.
No. He's saying the pillow talk you had with your wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's saying, this pillow talk that you done had, Tiffany jumped in and and tried to say what, and then he said, Tom to Lewis. Like, mind your business, girl. Steve. Mind your business.
Marceau, we appreciate that. I really, really do. I appreciate it.
She immediately jumped in it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. A woman, when two men, I'm not being Marceau, but when two men, they ain't gonna miss one to rub off on me. When two men are talking, a woman to me should stay out of it until we ask, because you don't know what we're talking about, and you can make the situation worse.
Right. Because then the man gonna start defending his wife because he ain't finna talk to my wife like that. Then it's finna get real.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So and here go Destiny. Y'all, shade of production. Destiny have to say nothing but her facial expression and stuff. She said, I think she was saying, there she go poking the bear. There she go poking and prying in the business. I thought she was saying she
poke on her nose or something she should be poking into.
Well, that's the same thing. Poking the bear, poking. She was doing something that got poking in it. So, and I think she would say, Mel, that's your friend.
Yeah, but Mel won't pay no attention. Mel just all in the drama.
But it's funny that Mel said, your facial expression, but she be acting like she ain't looking at Destiny, but she know Destiny's facial expressions, right? Mm-hmm. So anyway, She do. So anyway, Louis tried to boss up.
Oh yeah, he did.
He tried to boss up, honey.
He did.
He tried it, but
and I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Marceau, he didn't come at Louis as aggressive like I thought he was gonna come at Louis.
Right.
Cause he was kind of laughing and joking when he was saying it. You know what I'm saying, to kind of keep the keep the temperature kind of down. And cause Louis, he is a big boy.
Yeah,
he is a big boy. And so he came, man. He's doing, you know what I'm saying, but he's doing this. He was saying it while he was smiling. And like I said, Louis, he manned up. He said, man, you know, hey, you know, y'all got some issues there. You know what I'm saying? If I know me and my wife got some issues, I'm gonna deal with my wife. You know what I'm saying? You the one telling us about this. You know, so.
And he was saying, basically saying, like, we all couples, we're all friends, but, you know, that's loosely, and stuff. So he was like, I thought that we can have a conversation, you know, talk about stuff like that. But yeah, the stuff you telling me, you should be telling your wife. Because that's what Tiffany's like, you should be telling her.
So yeah, and like Louis told his wife, hey, I don't need you to speak for me. You know what I'm saying? I speak for myself.
He told her that, Tiffany.
Yeah.
That's right, get her.
Yeah, he said, I don't need you to speak for me.
Folk business. So anyway.
You sound like Destin.
Me and Destin like young. So Maurice said, how important is happiness, you know, in a marriage and in a relationship?
This question came out the blue. It was a random question. It was a question most likely about production.
Yeah,
and because it went from being how important happiness is for you, they went from there to depression, man. And
and Mel said, well, how much is depression is, it's the way she phrased it, but basically she was saying that, you know, your happiness is important, but if you depressed too, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna compound it. It's gonna be hard to be happy. Yeah. And Marceau said he don't care about no happiness. It's all about, you know, basically wealth. You know, about his business, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, so you saying you're going to do all of that work and give your life to your business, and you're not concerned about your well-being, your happiness? What about the happiness of your wife and your family, man? So, yeah,
you know,
I agree.
You just, you know, you can't be chasing that dollar to the point that you be miserable all the time.
And then, Louis said, you know, that's one thing about in the black community is that we don't talk about, you know, getting therapy for depression and all that stuff or whatever. You know, it's just deal with it.
When I was growing up, we never heard, you know, the word depression. We never heard the word going again counseling or therapy because we was too. They always say, "Get over it, man." You know, like you be alright. Yeah, you be alright.
You know, talk to somebody.
Yeah, so it's that stigma of going, like I said, go and talk to somebody because they're gonna say you crazy.
Yeah, like they used to.
It's an embarrassment to the family.
Well, they used to make fun of it to me because you talking to a shrink, you sitting on that couch telling, you know what I'm saying. So even on media or whatever, they never made it seem like therapy was something that people would really go to. But yeah, I think that Marceau, when he said these things, Tisha was looking like, I ain't never heard this. What are you talking about? She's like, she looking at
it's like she was looking at him in a different light now. So okay, all right, that's how you think. Wow.
And the fact too, I think they're gonna talk about in the next episode that he didn't never share this stuff with his wife. Like, one thing I can say about my husband is that I'm able to share with him even when I am going through some things, because I pretty much, for the most part, off and on have battled with depression almost my whole life, and so moments when I was feeling, and depression doesn't always have to come from something, you know what I'm saying? It can come from some trauma, it can come from seasonal depression, blah blah blah, whatever. So it don't have to come from something in this, because some people get depressed because they ain't got enough money to pay their bills. Some people soon as they get some money and they over with. There's different types of depression.
Do you really call that depression though?
Some people do be depressed. Mm-hmm. I'm depressed. I ain't got no job. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no. Yeah, they call it that. Whatever. So who am I to say? But but there are other depressions that people deal with that may not be attributed to anything in general. It's just that they are depressed. So yeah, that's something that Marceau didn't discuss with his wife, but I guess they're gonna talk about it next week.
Well, like I said, man, we as a community, if you going through some things, go find somebody to talk to.
Sure.
Like you said, they put a stigma on that stuff, and we need to get over that stigma. And I really think, I know for a fact, because I have been to counseling and therapy. You know what I'm saying? It helped me out a lot.
She didn't do nothing for me.
Well, mine did. I had to kind of. It makes you look in the mirror at yourself in a different way and cope with things, differently. It gives you tools to work with in case you get depressed, anxiety, which I have mostly anxiety than depression. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we need to start taking that stuff serious.
Right. So
what was that?
I was belching. Excuse me. Trying not to close my mouth.
Trying to talk about me.
Yeah, because my mouth was shutting, unlike you.
Yeah, like you eating if they gonna show that food in your mouth made me mad.
So anyway, and the reason I said when I went to my therapist, no, she didn't really help me. I was able to see a few things a little different. But, as far as, I didn't go to it but a couple of weeks, but like she had told me, honey, you had already did a lot of the work on your own, which I did. So, but it's all about finding the right therapist as well, too, because one therapist, if that don't work, then find another.
Yeah, you got to find somebody you're going to be comfortable with.
Yep.
Some therapists or counselors, they kind of intimidate you. So, you don't feel comfortable just being yourself and telling them what you're going through.
Yeah.
But you gotta find somebody you're gonna be comfortable with.
But I don't see Marceau going to a therapist if
he don't even want to go to a counselor before marriage.
He definitely ain't gonna go. He gonna try to fix it himself. But okay. And sometimes people work really hard too.
That's part of therapy.
Yeah, when they depressed, they'll work. Keep their mind off of stuff.
I have a co-worker right now. That's what he's doing. He works all the time because that's his therapy. It's his way to clear his mind. So.
All right, you guys, on that note, let us know what you think. Yeah, or don't let us know what you think.
Oh, definitely,
And the reason I say that because, y'all be getting us a hard time if we don't ride that mail train. I'm just saying. But anyway, it's all good.
Millimeters, roll out like Transformers. No, roll out. Okay. Transformers. They be rolling out too. They be transforming. Gunning and typing. Yeah, leave me alone, Martell's crap.
And I tell you, some of y'all done got outright disrespectful, but that's okay. The block ministry was open and there were seats available. So yeah, it's sad to say that some people had to because they got disrespectful with us.
What?
I don't mind you disagreeing, but it's the disrespect, calling us names and stuff because we don't agree with you.
You talking about the block bus?
The block bus, that's what it's called.
Yeah,
I thought the block ministry.
Oh, but you said they had to have seats, right?
At the church.
Okay, at the church. Okay, we're gonna put we're gonna build another section to the church. Yeah.
What are you gonna call?
It's gonna be this annex block ministry.
Okay.
So you're just gonna add because there's gonna be more people getting blocked.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The church getting big. Now, people in the block ministry. Yeah, make sure y'all pay your tithes.
I know that. Make sure you obey the preacher and the ushers. Anyway. All right, you guys. On that note, that's enough. Let's keep it around. You guys, don't forget to have an amazing, amazing day. And on every note, we always say, go with God and let God go with you.
And always put God first in your life.
All right, you guys. See you on the next video. Deuces.